Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is 5 to the power of m minus 3 to the power of m. This is equal to 544. What is the value of m, given that m is not equal to 0 and that m is a member of natural numbers? So let's prevent the solution here. So we have 5 to the power of m, subtract 3 to the power of m. This is equal to 544. We can express 5 to the power of m. This is the same thing as 5 to the power of m raised to the power of 1. Then subtract 3 to the power of m raised to the power of 1. This is equal to 544. In this case here, we can express 1 basically as 2 over 2. So substituting this implies that we have 5 to the power of m raised to the power of 2 over 2, subtract 3 raised to the power of m raised to the power of 3, that is 2 over 2. This is equal to 544. Now, the next step is that 5 to the power of m raised to the power of 2 over 2. This is in the form of a to the power of n raised to the power of m, and this can be expressed as a to the power of n multiplied by m. Applying this exponent property, then here we have 5 to the power of m over 2 raised to the power of 2, then subtract 3 raised to the power of m over 2. This raised to the power of 2. This should give us a value of 544. Now, the next step from here, we can let a be equal to 5 raised to the power of m over 2, and we can let b be equal to 3 raised to the power of m over 2. Substituting a and b, and remember in this case, we have that a and b, these are members of natural numbers. Now, substituting a and b back to the equation, we have a squared minus b squared. This is equal to 544. We have that a squared minus b squared. This is in the form of x squared minus y squared. This is the difference of two squares, which you can express as x plus y, x minus y. Now, this implies here we have a plus b, a minus b. This is equal to 544. And this implies that a plus b, this is greater than a minus b. Now, following this condition here, then we have that. Then the next step is to determine the prime factors of 544. We have 544 multiplied by 1. This will give us 544. Then we have 1 times 544. This will also give us 544. And then we have, here we have 17 multiplied by that 2. This is supposed to give us 544. Then we have that 2 times 17. This should also give us 544. Then we have 16 multiplied by 34. And also we have 34 multiplied by 16. Now, following this condition here, then 544, this is greater than 1. So this condition is satisfied. 1 is less than 544, so this is rejected. 17 is less than that 2, so this is rejected. That 2 is greater than 17, so this is accepted. 16 is less than that 4, so this is rejected, and that 4 is greater than 16, and this is accepted. So we have 3 cases here. This is case 1, this is case 2, and this is case 3. So from case 1, we have a plus b multiplied by a minus b. This is equal to 544 times 1. So in this case, we can form two systems of linear equations. That is a plus b. This is 544. And then we have a minus b. This is equal to 1. Now, let's sum these two systems of free equation here. We have a plus a. This is 2a. Then b plus minus b. This simplifies, so this is the same thing as 0. Then we have 544 plus 1. This is 545. Let's divide both sides by 2. And this implies that a is equal to 545 divided by 2. And clearly this, you can see this is not a natural number. So this is not a natural number. This is not a natural number. So this implies that case 1 here is rejected. So case 1 is rejected. So let's proceed to case 2. Case 2, we have a plus b multiplied by a minus b. This is equal to 32 multiplied by 17. So this implies that a plus b, this is equal to 32. And we have a minus b, this is equal to 17. Again, these are two systems of free equations, and let's sum them so that you have a plus a. This is actually equal to 2a. Then b plus minus b, this actually simplifies, so this is 0. And this is equal to, we have that 2 plus 17. This is actually equal to 49. So if we divide by 2 here, again we find that a is a fraction here, which is 49 over 2. And this is not a natural number. So this is not a natural number. And this implies that case 2 here is also rejected. So let's proceed to case 3 from here. In case 3 here, we have a plus b multiplied by a minus b. And this is actually equal to 34 multiplied by 16. So this means that we can form two systems of free equations here. That is a plus b, this is equal to 34. And that's a minus b, this is equal to 16. Now these are two systems of free equations that we can sum. That is a plus a, this is actually equal to 2a. b plus minus b, this simplifies, so this is equal to 0. And this is equal to 34 plus 16, and this is equal to 50. So let's divide both sides by 2, so that now we have that a is equal to 25. We have a is equal to 25. So let's solve the corresponding value of b. So a plus b, this is equal to 34. Substituting a, we have 25 plus b, this is equal to 34. So b is equal to, let's take 25 on the right hand side. So we have 34, subtract 25. And this implies that b is equal to 34 minus 25, and this is equal to 9. So we have the value of a equal to 25, which is a natural number. And we have the value of b equal to 9, which is also a natural number. So this means that we can proceed to solve for the value of m. And this entails that, if you recall, we are saying that let a be equal to 5 raised to the power of m over 2. And we are saying that let b be equal to 3 raised to the power of m over 2. As you can see here, a is equal to 5 to the power of m over 2, and b equal to 3 to the power of m over 2. Now, here we have, let's substitute the value of a. So we have 5 to the power of m over 2. This is equal to 25. And on the other side, we have 3 raised to the power of m over 2. This is equal to b, which is 9. So let's start by solving this side. We can express 25 basically as 5 to the power of 2. And since the bases are common here, that is a raised to the power of n, this is equal to a raised to the power of m. So what we mean here, if the bases are common here, then we equate the exponent, that is n is equal to m. So in this case, we have m over 2, this is equal to 2. So this means that we multiply both sides by 2, and this implies that the value of m here is equal to 2 times 2, and this is equal to 4. So the value of m is equal to 4. So let's proceed to solve for the value of m on this side. Now here we have 3 to the power of m over 2. This is equal to 9. We can express 9 as 3 to the power of 2. So this implies that 3 to the power of m over 2, this is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2. Since the bases are common here, then this implies that exponent m over 2, this is equal to 2. So let's multiply both sides by 2, and this implies that m is equal to 2 times 2, and this is equal to 4. So we can prove that m is equal to 4. Now let's verify this, that m equal to 4 satisfies the equation. Now if you recall, we have that 5 to the power of m minus 3 to the power of m, this is supposed to give us a value of 544. Now we have 5 raised to the power of m, which is 4, minus 3 raised to the power of 4. This should give us a value of 544. 5 to the power of 4, we are saying that 5 to the power of 4, this is equal to 625. And 3 to the power of 4, this is equal to 81. So we have 625 subtract 81. This is supposed to give us a value of 544. So we have 625 minus 81. This is equal to 544, which is equal to 544. And this implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this implies that m equal to 4 satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.